Good afternoon, everyone. Christy Warren here. I tried to post something on last week and I could not get it to post. It was 10 minutes long and it kept telling me that it was over the allotted amount of time. So I apologize. Nothing got posted last week. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get the camera adjusted so y'all can see me. Here I am. Okay. So last week I posted, it was just, a little chitter chatter, and I can't even remember what all I talked about because life is so busy. For some reason, I decided that I wanted a new job and wanted to finish these 3 classes that I have by the grace of God. Uh, January 10th, if the Lord say the same, if I pass everything, then I'll be through. And I'm going to do my very, very best to stay out of school if I possibly can because I am so tired of writing papers. Um, and then I can study for my alcohol and drug counselor exam. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And be fully licensed. And then see where it is I need to go from there. And I was just chatting kind of like I am now and talking about different things. A bunch of people are making different career choices. I always hate that glare. I can see it. I don't know if y'all can. I see people making uh, different career choices, and you know, they found their, I guess, their niche in life, or their calling, or they're doing what they were purposed to do, things that they never thought they could do. It's so many people that are older, I would say, that are branching out and doing new things like getting licensed, not even just LCDCs, but LPC, LMSW, just different types of licensure and real estate. And just a wide variety of different stuff. They're on different career paths now than what they were when they were younger. I don't know what the certain urge or change was. I think I mentioned in a video before, for me it was I was just not going to chase money anymore. I've seen people at, different jobs and places, been there 8, 9, 10, 12 years. You never thought they would leave, and then they left. Uh, the longest I've worked at a job is 10 years, and I did it in a call center. And at the time, I was young, I was in my 20s, and that was my first quote unquote real job. And I worked my way through the ranks, and from just being on the phones to being second tier support, and then quality assurance, then a team lead, then a shift lead, which was part of operations. And realize I really didn't even make jack. The titles sound great, and sometimes titles sound wonderful, and we want a title, and we want to be a boss, and we want to be a supervisor, and we want to be over somebody. But qualifications, licensure, who you know, who your family is, that kind of stuff does not make you a manager. That does not make you a leader. School can't teach it to you. There are certain personality characteristics that you have to possess in order to be able to lead somebody. And there are so many people that are taking roles and positions in leadership that are not qualified to lead because, number one, they can't follow. They have a superiority complex. They have a sense of entitlement. Um, I'm going to just say it for lack of a better word, lazy, sorry. I already don't want to do work as a supervisor, as a boss, as a leader. You never ask anybody to do anything that you would not do yourself. You don't compromise your integrity, the integrity of your staff, the integrity of your company. It doesn't matter whether or not you own it, your parents own it, grandparents own it, it's a corporate company, whatever the case may be. You just have to have integrity as an individual and to um, be able to treat people as human beings, and to have honesty, and just be forthcoming about things, and be truthful. And it's just so much. um, when you work with adults, you can't be yelling and screaming at adults like they're children, because that's not cute. uh this miscellaneous, just texting personal things, and having all these outside extra conversations after work hours with people, and then the next day you turn around and now you're mad because of whatever was said in the text, texting people and asking crazy stuff like you a third or a fourth grader. Some stuff is just that's not management material, that's not supervisor, that's not leadership, and nobody that's under you can say that for fear of losing their job. But somebody that does not work for you can say that because there's nothing to lose. I mean, uh, and then you get that information, and what do you do with it after that point? I mean, it's up to you. But once you know that you don't meet the qualities of a leader, then what do you do? Some people try to learn the skills they need. They try to find out what it is that they're lacking, but you don't abuse authority, and it's a bunch of that going on. I mean, it happens in government. It happens. I mean, I'm not a political person, so I'm not going to get around into that. I'm not even going to discuss it. I just believe in treating people the way I want to be treated. I mean, I'm down to earth. I'm simple. I mean, just bare minimum basic. Just food, water, shelter, sense of belonging, respect. I mean, if you don't like me, that's fine. That's great. We can speak and part ways, and that's wonderful. But as far as the job comes, everybody just needs to go in, do their jobs, be respectful of one another, and do what they were sent there to do. And it's so many people that are having a hard time doing it for whatever the reason may be. I've never seen such in my life. Um, I've always turned in a 2 weeks notice when I left the job. I had one that it just was unbearable. I was not able to do it, and not because the job itself, but because of just the sheer lack of any kind of integrity or ethics by upper management. It just made zero sense to me. Um, and it happens, and that's life. And we move on from there and we grow from it. And sometimes things that we think are a horrible hindrance are really there to push us. So I'm grateful that those moments came, those opportunities came, because then I got to branch out and go do something that I was called and really wanted to do. Outside of the work thing, I don't know, this time of year, I don't know if it's allergies, if it's sinus, but there's all this stuff going on in my head, and neck hurts and back hurts. And so I probably look a whole lot of tired, and I've done homework, and I finally got finished. And this was the point I was at last week and tried to post this video, and it did not post. So I'm not going to be on here long. I just jumped in to kind of say that just everybody that's in a management or a leadership position, even if they don't realize that's not where they're supposed to be, if you see it and you realize it, um, I mean, help each other out. Let's be able to work together in a workplace to be able to help the people that we serve, because at any job you're a servant. I don't care what your title or position is. We were created to serve. That's what we were created to do. Every job, you are serving somebody. There is some type of service that you are providing to somebody, and we need to humble ourselves and understand that that is exactly what we are. No matter the title, the position, we are here to serve, and we need to serve to the best of our ability. And if we are unable to do that, then we need to swallow our pride and admit that there are things that we do not know, and we're doing a just justice to the people that we're serving, and to the employees under us, and to the people that are watching us, and to somebody's child that wants to be like us. We need to let them know this is not how it's supposed to be done. There is a mutual amount of respect. I don't care if it's the janitor, I don't care if it's the bus driver, if it's the trash man. Everybody deserves respect, regardless of what their position in life, what their job is, because there's not a lawyer in the world who can live their life without the person at the Subway, the person at the McDonald's, the person at the Starbucks, because we all have to eat. We all have to have something to drink. We have to have some kind of nourishment in our body. We all need each other. You can't live your life without the trash man. Where's the trash gonna go? You gonna take it to the city dump yourself? What, you can't downgrade the janitor because you gonna go in there and clean up the bathroom after yourself and after anybody else. You gotta use your mind and think. No matter how high up you are in the company or what your job title is, you need everybody else that you feel like is so small and so beneath you. There is no job that is not important. So just think about that and remember that in your day-to-day life, and to respect each and every person and respect yourself. And always remember there's a blessing in the lesson. It's a process. Sometimes we'll stop and say, but now I get it. And sometimes we have to stop and say, is this the way? And that's just a part of life. And don't just go through life, grow through life. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday.